Hello and welcome back to By the Grace with Ice. Today I'm doing one of my fave Qaadir videos. This is one that probably isn't a fan favorite. Like, this probably isn't one of most people's faves, but it's one of my faves because it's very inspirational. He got in his bag with the story time and the inspirational message where it wasn't condescending. It was like enlightening. This used to motivate me back in the day, but I haven't listened to it in ages. This is from 5 years ago. It's called Only Broke Hose by Hyundai, or Hyundai. I always say that kind of wrong. And I freaking love this story, but it's a longer one. It's 17 minutes. So I have this mask today. It's another peel-off clay mask. My hope is this time with the peel-off mask, it should work if I use all of it, because the last time I didn't use enough, so there wasn't enough to peel off. If I use the whole thing, I want to see if I can peel it off. You just leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes and everything should be good. It's a sweet tea and lemon, so I wonder what that will be like, but I'll find out. And I hope you enjoy this video with me, because I think this is one of his best, but slightly most underrated in my opinion. So let's go, let's rise. Let's rise. Okay, so I just want to say, this has nothing to do with Q, but I'm working on my album and it should be out in the summer, so August. And I'm only saying that because it sounds so good. I can't wait to drop this and it'll be so good, and so everyone can see what an actual creative independent artist looks like. That, so I'm just putting that out there. Just for anyone who's been asking about my music. I saw someone say something about that on LSA, like, where's my album? I didn't rush my stuff, so it won't be out till August. But I'm working on it and it's so good, and I just had to share that. So now let's get into the video. Delivery sublime and on time. Yeah, I thought it was living sublime for the longest time, but it's delivery. Delivery. We'll always come through. We'll always come through. The tea. The tea is me.
Hello and welcome back. So glad that I can make your acquaintance once again.
Okay.
Girl, we have some tea to clock one today.
Okay.
So some girlfriends of mine that are men,
Okay.
we decided we were going to book it on down to Savannah. Now, when we decided to book it down to Savannah, I did not realize that it was St. Patty's Day weekend, girl. I did not realize we were going to run into the girl.
Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, because that just was. Shout out to everyone in Ireland and stuff. I know it's like Nigeria's Day as well, but I never claimed it like that, like no shade. So, okay, if you're looking at the colour, it smells beautiful. The colour is a very peachy colour. I'll see if I can... You'll see it when I put it on my skin, but like, look at that. Yeah, oh, there we go. So you'll see it on my skin.
And boys of the world that migrate down to Savannah for St. Patty's. So, girl, you know, when he told me that we were going to be taking a road trip, girl, you know, he told me to bring my swim trunks, honey. So I showed up, honey. I had on my legendary Joan Jett shirt that I love. Girl, and she cost me, hold on real quick about that Joan Jett shirt, bitch.
Yes.
Girl, that piece of shit cost me about $30 goddamn dollars. And within the first wash, girl, the sleeves start falling off. Now she better be lucky.
I freaking love this era. I mean,
and she's giving me vintage tea.
Okay.
It's just like sneakers. Like Latino shade, I can live for a beat up Converse. It just depends on how beat up she is. But I can live for a little wear and tear.
Okay.
But when you roll through with some Jordans and she got all kind of creases and just like dirt builds up, and girl, she's just outdated and out of style. At that point, you tried it. Because, girl, J's cannot be worn down like that, boo. So having said all that, girl, I show up in my legendary Joan Jett. Okay, girl, I'm giving you legendary Joan.
Okay, Dom Daniel.
Cut.
Dom Daniel.
To my trunks. And when I show up to Savannah, girl, this is like not my circumstance. Like, I'm like, girl, no shade, these are the straight girls. Which, don't get me wrong, I can party with any type of girl. But I do believe when in Rome, girl, you cannot serve these girls Palestine, girl. You cannot serve these girls a meal that they don't even understand what the palate is, girl. Like Latino shade, girl, she's giving me curry goat. Girl, I know what this shit is she's talking about, this thing. Like, what are you giving with these spices, bitch, and these dates, which you are serving? So it's like, girl, again, this goes back into my other video, what I was saying, girl. I'm the type of bitch that when I show up, girl, it should be my right to arrive in my cunt ensemble.
Yes.
But at the same time, the reality of the situation is, girl, do I want to be right or do I want to be in the news for getting gay bashed? I mean...
So once again, it's Qaadir's self-awareness that I actually really like about him. He knows that, like, unfortunately, it's real, you know. Violence towards, like, homophobia and stuff is real. And it's so unfortunate that a lot of us have to tone down ourselves and stuff like that. And it takes me back to Scam, because if you were on the LSA, we were all so worried about him, because apparently it was the rough part of town. Only for him to be the, you know, the aggressor. But it's that self-awareness again. And it's sad, but he's self-aware. And like, there's a difference between being self-aware and just being like a victim, like, oh, woe is me, I'm gay. He's self-aware, and I like it when it doesn't go too much into that victim place.
You kind of have to pick where we trying to go with this. So, you know, I show up, girl, and I'm enjoying myself, but I began to realize that although a lot of the girls were living like, girl, yes, girl, get into those legs, bitch, give it to me. And then even some of the guys were like, damn, Daniel. I kind of feel like it was a 50-50 with the damn Daniel. Because on one half of it, I feel like they were giving it to me like, damn, because they were giving it like it was positive, like, damn, Daniel, okay. But then there was another side of it from the black girls.
Remember, this is from like 2016.
They were kind of like, damn, Daniel, but I feel like they were making it into a joke maybe. So at that point, I kind of felt like, well, I have a choice to make. Because for me, it's not even just about comfort. It's also about safety. Because my one girlfriend was like, girl, pay it. I don't care. If they try, girl, we're going to go there with them. And my thing is, okay, well, I didn't drive all these hours with you so that we can land in Savannah's jail system, girl. That's not what I'm giving tonight. So to me, seems like we would take the preemptive route. And if we see that it's a hostile environment, okay, girl, if I have to compromise and just change back into a normal outfit or an outfit that's not giving what I'm serving the meal right now.
Actually, I'm on the fence. Because I think you should dress how you want. I'm wearing a little throwback. You remember this? But then it's like, if people want to start something with you, you don't have to entertain that.
Girl, okay. I'm not bent out of shape because, again, I'm the type of bitch that I would rather walk away having a good time than to be like, oh, girl, yeah, I had to whoop her ass, but I had a right to because she was, you know, antagonizing me. It was so funny to me because my one homie was like, Latino Shade, you're really not giving me cunt right now.
It's not. Oh, my God, no.
Like, track and field teams. But
it's giving sports day. Again.
And he wasn't wrong. And I did not take offense to it. It was funny to me because he was 100% right. Even though I'm saying that it was it wasn't like I showed up in like boas and like it was like real loud. It was just the fact that I was obviously gay and here I am wearing these track pants. So the girls, even though I'm giving you track and field tees, bitch, they're not concerned with Jesse Owens, girl. They feel like I'm serving you RuPaul with the pinch of Sylvester. The bottom line is I'm getting an energy from the audience. The girls are drunk, so they're more liable to try it. And I am definitely legendary for snatching a bitch up and letting her have the business, girl. So what I'm not going to do is put myself in a situation to where it can become volatile. So, girl, like I said, I switched into my pants and bitch Latino Shade. I had a good motherfucking time. Sidebar. Let me scale it on back. I don't know how I got this far into the story without clocking. Okay, girl, this Bates Motel we were staying in, bitch. When we got there, girl, the hotel was crumbling under her foundation. Bitch, on the other side of the street, girl, the other hotel was
Can you say attire?
Bitch, no, God. I was like, no, man,
Can you say attire?
you know, we gotta see what she's serving on the inside because what we can do is put a little bit more cash to this hotel, girl, so we can upgrade to at least another part of town.
Okay, now this is when Qaadir had like 200 Patreons. He was getting a coin. He was actually successful. He could, you know, upgrade the hotel. Now he has less than 150 and declining. Just to give context.
So after we left River Street, we went back to the hotel, and then we booked it to Walmart and then to the beach. But before we booked it to Walmart, girl, we had to sing off. Girl, we had to sing for our lives, girl. And we were harmonizing, and it was just so many memories being created because all of my girlfriends know, I live for a legendary cabaret. I live for an impromptu performance. Girl, I live for a legendary harmonization because although I was not classically trained, I still know this legendary harmony when I hear her. And so, girl, although it was so funny because one of my homies was trying to explain to me something about a harmony, and I'm like, girl, don't see no shade. I hear what you're saying, girl, but you don't understand where I'm coming from, because at the end of the day, if Miss Thing would not have been off key.
Miss Thing was off key. Not Mr. Howard.
And it's no shade. If she had not been off key, girl, the harmony what I was coming in with would have made sense. But what it was is, okay, you have a basic harmony, and then you can give the girls more of an abstract sounding harmony, girl. Now, it's more difficult to pull that off, but that don't mean she can't be pulled off. So his whole thing was, no, girl, it got to be more of a crescendo, where you start it from like tenor and then you work it up to a soprano. And my conversation is, no, girl, you can do that. You're right, you can do it that way, but you can also hit it, like you can also go tenor, then you can inject the soprano, and then you can do alto. You don't have to go tenor, alto, soprano, or soprano, alto, tenor. The harmony would have been right if Sister Soulja would have got this performance where she needs to get it, and the key would have been correct. But I digress. The point is, even with all of that, girl, it was a legendary night, and we keyed. Even now, I'm still hoarse. You know, I'm giving you the performance right now, girl, but my vocal was like, girl, can you please finish this video? Because, girl, we're tired. Later on that night, bitch, we hit the beach. Legendary. Legendary, legendary, legendary. And I was just out there like, this is how the universe intended us to see the world, bitch. Like, I felt so small, but at the same time, I felt like I could do anything. And it was such, I couldn't rectify in my mind how that made sense, because it's like, how can I in one moment feel that I'm so insignificant when it comes to the bigger picture, all while feeling that if I want it, I can get it. That's how I felt, and I didn't understand how that made sense, but somehow it did. And I was just like, this is what the boys and girls of the world need to know. Like, I don't care what you think you're going through.
When Qaadir was first going through it and stuff, when, you know, slamming the tables and stuff, I so badly just wanted to send him this video and for him to see it. Because this is what he needed to see. Like, himself, no one else. Himself speaking truth like this. Because it's like, he's forgotten this. He's forgotten this.
Boo, I don't care what you think you up against. It may seem like the world is weighing on your shoulders from time to motherfucking time. You can do it, girl.
You may feel like you have no protection, but the universe is on your side. The universe is on your side.
All we have to do is employ our minds, girl. Use your brain, use your mind.
And I feel like with Qaadir, I've been saying this from the start. Like, I never meant anything to be mean. I never came on here to be a mean, spiteful, dramatic person. I came on here because I thought there was hope, to inspire hope. I look crazy right now. But I mean, like, as long as we have a head on our shoulders and stuff, like, we can make anything work. And I always thought Qaadir knew this, you know? And I've been saying this, and, you know.
I'm saying, and it's like, no tea, no shade. One of the reasons why the girls never rise above all the haters' candy bars is because people are groomed to feel that, girl, it's a dream, it's a fantasy. Girl, there's nothing you can't do. I'm telling you, for a motherfucking fat girl, I was there on the beach, girl, and I'm telling you, I got the keys to life. Right through that moment, I'm telling you, it was just like, boom, there it is. Whoop, there it is, girl. If you want it, go get it, girl. Now, we're not going to just hand it to you.
Okay.
You're going to have to hustle and flow on that ass.
Okay.
You're going to have to give me a little bit of hustle.
Okay.
You're going to have to give me some innovation. Girl, you're going to have to give me some dedication. Okay, girl, some inspiration. Girl, you're not going to get this meal free of charge.
Okay.
And that's part of the problem too. Let me also clock that real quick. That's part of the problem too, is the girls always want something for motherfucking nothing. And it's high time that the girls wake the fuck up and realize anything worth having is worth working for. And anything that's going to be a benefit to you is not going to be free. And I don't give a fuck what anybody tell you and how they tell it to you, Miss Thing.
Okay. I like, honestly, truer words were never spoken. But this is the person who asked for hundreds, probably thousands of donations, and didn't put in the work. He didn't practice. And I'm still referring to that shit that he tried to call a concert, that karaoke night he did. Because it's like, how you didn't even practice. And he let that slip when he said, oh, I have a parcel, one second. This is, oh my god. Okay. Let's get back to the video. Oh my god. Okay.
It's either going to cost you money or it's going to cost you time.
Okay.
It's going to cost effort. It's going to cost you something. But for you to think that, oh girl, you know, it's going to just happen just because it's supposed say that. I need you to open up your brain and hear what I'm saying. Girl, God may have this for you, but you have to go get it, Miss Thing.
Send this to him. Someone needs to send this to him. Damn it.
But you have to at least get up off your ass and come get it. Damn, bitch, I got a motherfucking... Girl, I already have it in the stars. You gonna win this lotto. You already got the numbers. You already know the numbers. You've been playing these numbers for 13 motherfucking years, bitch. Now, here it is, the one time that your dumb ass need to get up off your motherfucking couch, book at the Kroger, and play your numbers. And you decide no? Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. Because you a dumbass bitch, and this was your day. This was your day. So getting back on track, okay, we leave the beach, we go back to the hotel, we go to bed, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now we're leaving Savannah. And on the way back home, girl, we had like 5 legendary debates, girl. Because you know I live for a sickening debate, Miss Thing. And the thing about it is, girl, don't see no shade. I have no problem backing off my pedestal if a bitch can show me where I was wrong. So having said that, girl, one of the debates was...
Okay, so Qaadir loves a debate if he's winning. We'll put it like that.
Okay, some kind of way. One of our homies had said something along the lines of...
If not, girl, if you're trying to change the mood and he don't like that, then he's not trying to debate. That's yeah.
He has a Hyundai. Now, to me, that was no shade. Like, okay, girl, the bottom line is you have a car, right? Because a lot of girls don't even have that. But then my girlfriend was like, no shade, girl. You have a Hyundai? Girl, the only time girls pick Hyundais are when they don't have coins. And I kind of was like, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't understand. His whole point was...
I'm actually on his side. I get where he's coming from. He's making a point with
it. If a girl has coin, she's not going to get a Hyundai. And I can see where he would think that, but at the same time, this thing, there are 7 billion girls. You don't know who is getting what and for what reason. You have plenty of people who have coin that are very humble with the way they spend their money, girl. They're not out and about buying labels down, mansions, 10,000 square feet houses, bitch. You know, luxury cars, $100,000 and $300,000 cars, bitch. That is not everybody's tea. And he was just like, girl, no man, no God. I know how the girls are. And if the girls had the coin, they would not be driving pedestrian-ass cars. They would not be in a Ford or a Toyota or a Honda or anything like that. They would be in the legendary cars like a Bentley and things like that. And I'm just like, girl, you sound motherfucking dumb because at the end of the day, you have plenty of billionaires, girl, that if you did not know they were billionaires, you would not know they were billionaires. Yeah. Because, girl, they look so goddamn regular that you would never even assume that they have coin like that. So how are you saying that just because the bitch drive a fucking Jeep Wrangler, she only got that because she's broke or because she can't get a Mercedes?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a difference between new money and old money. And I feel like people who are really rich, they're not too lavish so that they can stay rich, yeah. So you made a point.
Understand the logic in that. That was all I was saying. Because I'm like, girl, I know girls that get Volkswagen Beetles because that's what the fuck they want. Girls get Mustangs because that's what the fuck they want, girl. Girls get Jeep Wranglers because that's what the fuck they want, girl. Girls get these Ford trucks because that's what the fuck they want. So how are you gonna say, just because that's what you would do, how are you then gonna say that's what everybody would do? And then he tried to tell me that I was being closed-minded. And I was just like, girl, see, that sounds so goddamn dumb. I can't even respond to that because you are the one that is being closed-minded.
Yeah, that sounds like a projection, yeah.
I'm actually saying that, yes, I'm sure there are girls that if they have the coin would get a Maybach or a Bentley or a Mercedes or whatever the car is, a Ferrari, whatever. I'm sure they exist. But I'm also saying that there are also girls that exist that are not pressed on, girl, $1 million car or getting a watch for $1 million and just being over-the-top brand. Like, girl, no shade, that wasn't what the category was calling for, and you came in here and wasted all your coin and crafted to get all of your merchandise, and at the end of the day, girl, it was all for naught because, girl, you're still chops. Okay, it's like, girl, we're asking for Disney, and you're serving us Harlem Nights, girl. Yes, girl, you're giving us a legendary look, girl, but it's not the look that we are calling for on today, girl. Because who are you supposed to be, Princess Tiana, girl? She was not giving us legendary fur with this 24 inches going down her back, boo. So it's like, girl, you got it all wrong. But for him to say that only broke people get Hyundais, I'm just like, girl, okay. Girl, that's just one more thing off the list. I know I won the debate, but she insists that she won the debate because in his mind, he feels like he was making sense. And I love you down, girl, but you were wrong. And girl, you know you're wrong. And I don't know why you refuse. Because he makes it seem like I cannot be wrong. That's not true, girl. When the girls clock me, if I feel like they have a valid point, girl, I will say no.
I feel like every once in a while, Qaadir will be like, I was wrong about this small thing. Every 10 times he's wrong, he'll admit like one thing. Do you know what I mean? I think 9 times out of 10, he doesn't. He blames everyone else.
Got that. I didn't see it from that point, but now I see what you're saying, girl. No tea, no shade, girl. You have a point. But if you don't have a point, girl, why should I acquiesce to your request, girl? You're not making any sense, girl. You're not saying anything that would cause me to reconsider with my point. So, girl, why would I? I don't understand. So, you know, it is what it is. But I do enjoy our conversations and our debates, but I just thought that was one. We had so many debates. I can't even think of all the debates that we had. But having said all that, girl, we're going to wrap this performance up. Please be sure to download my app. She is a free app, so you have no excuse not to download something that is free, girl. We're going to actually take calls on the next video that I release because we were having some issues with my hotline. The girls were calling in, and they were just confused, girl. Motherfucking Daisy confused, girl. So we have to push that back for the next video so we can get everything in order with the hotline so that the girls can get through to their dedicated extension. Having said that, download the app. She's absolutely free. Make sure that you become a patron, girl. I know you've got these coins, and I need you to come up off these gold pieces, Miss Thing. Okay, girl, get up off these gold pieces. Because I know you've got the coin, and you know I've got the mill. So it's like, girl, stop playing and support the kids because you know I always come through for you, girl. And even though I'm doing the Patreon, girl, I'm not cutting corners on my main platform because that was one of the concerns that I noticed in general. People will create a Patreon and then all of a sudden their material falls off because they no longer care about the girls on YouTube. They only want to cater to the girls through their paid subscription. But my conversation is, girl, I'm legendary, girl. You know what I give. I'm always going to give you top-notch quality ingredients, and I'm always going to give you my best at all times. If I'm coming to YouTube, girl, I'm going to give it to you 100% on my main channel. I'm going to give it to you 100% on my second channel. I'm going to give it to you 100% through my app and through my Patreon and through anything else that I'm touching. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect, but what it means is you're always going to get 100% from me. So please make sure that you support the kid, girl, because I'm hustling out in these streets and it's hard work, girl, and I'm working to earn these coins. And real quick, for the girls that have already signed up for my services, thank you so much for getting behind the kid and investing in me. Because y'all see me out here trying to make moves and you're getting behind me and I see you, girl. Words cannot express my appreciation for all of you. So having said all that, girl, we're going to close the show out. Y'all already know how we do. Will always come through. And as always, until next time, B.
We continue to rise. Yes. Well, that's that video. I hope you enjoyed that. It's one of my faves. It's for me, it's the part of like the track and field tease part is funny, but I love the part where he goes into like preacher mode and he's like, oh, the universe won't just give it to you. You gotta give some hustle, some motivation, some inspiration. Like, it's so motivating. He can give the advice, let's just put it like that. He doesn't always follow it. But all in all, it's a fun story. I love that story about him being on the beach. The harmonies, there's so many little fun parts. You know, it's like a little goodie bag. Trail mix vibes. The pink background, everything matching. It was really nice to see him making an effort. As for this mask, I actually did peel off a little bit, but I can't peel off the rest because it's not dry. I left it on for 15 minutes, so like it's sad. But it's not dry, so I'm going to have to peel the rest off when it's dry. But we did it kind of better this time because I actually can peel it off. When it dries, I'll be able to do that. So that's good. I want to thank you for watching my video, being on my channel, okay, and continuing to rise with me. And until next time, that's all there is. You continue to rise, y'all. Continue to rise. Goodbye.